I took the easy way out, which was, okay, what's the next? Because there's always going to be, you feel? Because like makes you forget about the pain from your last relationship and you just need more oxys, you feel? When you do that a lot, it really fucks up your mind because those men, 9 out of 10 don't really give a fuck about you. And when you meet a nice man, you wouldn't even realize, oh, like this is real love. And
There is no such thing as real love. After you get to a certain point throughout your career, and when I say throughout your career, I'm speaking specifically to women that have a lot of sex with a lot of different men, and they all have imprinted on you, and you can't unsee what you saw prior to getting into a relationship. Let's mine this out a couple different ways here, right? Because this is a very interesting clip. First, from the perspective that it's not just black women, it's not just white women, it's all women. And I'm not even sure where she's from, but clearly she's not here, not from the United States of America because she has an accent. So her native language is whatever Asian culture that she's from. But the reality is that the mindset is still the same. You know, I remember when I was talking to Logic, and he's a huge advocate for why men don't go over to Germany. How is it any different over in Germany than it is over here in the United States of America as far as the mindset of the woman that you got to deal with? You can always find a chick for the streets, but can you find a woman that is worthy of marriage? And a woman that has been with multiple different men all over the place, that then see herself as less than worthy because she's opened up her legs to every guy that then can give her oxy. It then changes her dynamic of whether or not she can actually see him any differently than she's seen the men before her, because she's dealing with this inherent trauma that came along with the getting with and breaking up with and then imprinting on and then all of the different things that she's endured through as a result of trying to numb whatever it is that she was going through instead of dealing with the fact that she wasn't worthy of being in a relationship in the first place. That's A. B, we're going to bring this back to the body count situation because she's basically just communicated it to you and she just told you, listen, I can't see love the same way that I was supposed to see it before I started being with every single different guy that wanted to give me that oxy that I needed in order for me to get through my day. I would bet you that her body count is so crazy. I would bet you that the amount of men and the things that they did to her and what she was willing to do as a result of it is so crazy. So you got to ask yourself this question. A lot of people keep advocating for it, including these sucker simps, that body count don't matter, but it absolutely does. Body count does not matter if you're just looking to bust her down. But body count absolutely matters when you're talking about looking for a wife. And I can't understand for the life of me why you guys would want to be with a woman that had been with everybody and she doesn't have anything else to offer you, including her womb, especially if she has kids by another man or multiple different men. Why would you come along and pick up the pieces and then treat her any differently than the men that came before her? You know, when women tell me, and they did it on the last panel, on the last Monday night, make sure y'all tune in to Monday night tonight. When women tell me and they have a conversation and they say, well, Anton, I raised my standards. To what? To who? Who's supposed to come after the dude that you gave it up for free for? And basically he did whatever it is that he wanted. He got the best out of you and he left you with nothing. Why should the good guy then come along and do anything differently than the guy that you was just with? But we know that there's always going to be a sucker. There's always going to be a simp. There's always going to be somebody that comes behind you that think that you're more valuable because you think that you are, and not necessarily because you deserve it. And the last thing, and one of the most important things, is just because they've turned into chameleons and they've started modifying their behavior because maybe they went to church and they got saved and they got baptized and they said that they are reborn again virgin, does not mean that it absolves them of their past and that they shouldn't be held accountable as a result of it. Yeah, you can forgive, but definitely don't forget what it is that she's done, and then don't make her yours after he did every single thing that he wanted to her. She's telling you out of her mouth, like, yeah, you can always find another one. It's always going to be, listen. It's a difference between a woman that can find somebody to have sex with and a woman that can find somebody to marry her. She explained to you that it's nothing for her to go out there and be able to find somebody that want to bust her down. There's always going to be another one. And see, you see, like, even with her looking the way that she looks, her masculinity is coming out because the way that she's operated within relationships or casual relationships, if we just want to keep it PG, the way she's operated in relationships and casual relationships shows you that she's now looking at it with a level of masculinity similar to a man. That's why she talks the way that she talks. That's why she's saying, oh yeah, D is like Oxy or whatever, and so on and so forth. And she just being very candid. She's telling you that, and she's showing you through her body language and through her conversation that women that cannot reserve themselves are not built for and worthy to be wife material. Stop just going by the outer appearance. Stop just going by what it is that she's saying as far as her presenting it to you from a chameleon perspective. Stop thinking that just because she did it for you that it was so good and it wasn't, some other dude wasn't telling her the same thing. Y'all have to learn how to be able to vet these people effectively. Again, if you just want to bust it down, then that's in a completely different conversation. But everybody keep telling me how everybody is worthy to be married. To who? To what? To a good guy? So he's supposed to take the leftovers of what everybody else did, and that's just supposed to be cool as a result of it? Why? Why should you be the dude standing there holding the bag? Hot potato. Hot potato. Why should you be the dude that come up and be the step baby daddy? Man, when I seen the video that dropped as far as real life street stars, and I seen all of the comments of the people that was mad because I said don't be a stepfather. Listen, man, the truth is the truth. And just because everybody get mad at it, don't make it any less true. Do the thing that's in your best interest. You are a king. You are not a peasant. You are not a janitor. You are not the person that's supposed to be sweeping up the floors in relationships. Stand up, be a king. Stop accepting anything that comes into your sphere and thinking that is worthy of being in your presence. And be the man and be the king that you're supposed to be instead of lowering yourself to what's available to you just based off of the aesthetics that's on the outside. That's not value. That's not dope. That's not awesome. And it's certainly not good for you to continue to go out and be a step baby daddy based off of what? Well, who's telling you? Who are these people that have all of this success in their relationships that can then tell you that it's great to be step baby daddies? I bet you if they told you the truth and their wife wasn't next to them, or their girl wasn't next to them, or their baby mama wasn't next to them, they would tell you a completely different story. Make sure y'all let me know what's going on in the comments. I'm curious as to what y'all think. I'm open to the possibility that I'm wrong, but I doubt it. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. I just dropped a new post yesterday. Link is in the description. Teach Hanley, 30% off your first order plus a free gift. I'm out, man.